What is keto? You've probably heard coworkers, friends, or celebrities talking about the keto diet, sharing photos of bacon breakfasts, cheese-topped casseroles, and the occasional slice of avocado. But what does keto really mean? And why are so many people obsessed with this way of eating? Let's start with the basics. Keto is short for ketogenic, and the ketogenic diet is a high-fat, very low-carbohydrate eating plan. The goal of keto is to get your body into a state called ketosis. But what exactly does that mean? Normally, when you eat, your body breaks down most of your carbohydrates into glucose, a type of sugar. This glucose is your body's favorite and most easily accessible fuel. Under typical conditions, your brain and muscles run mostly on glucose. But what if you cut way back on carbs, say to less than 50 grams per day, which is less than what you'll find in a single bagel? When you deprive your body of carbohydrates, it has to look elsewhere for fuel. That's where fat comes in. Your liver starts converting some of those fats into molecules called ketones can cross into the brain and provide energy, essentially standing in for glucose. This metabolic shift, from burning sugar to burning fat and ketones, is what we call being in ketosis. But keto isn't new. The ketogenic diet was originally developed about 100 years ago as a medical treatment for epilepsy. Doctors found that putting patients, particularly those who didn't respond to medication, on a high-fat, low-carb diet could dramatically reduce seizures. Over time, researchers discovered that ketosis had other interesting effects on metabolism, and in recent years, keto has exploded in popularity as a weight loss and lifestyle trend. So, what do you eat on keto? A typical ketogenic diet consists of about 70 to 80% of your calories from fat, around 10 to 20% from protein, and only about 5 to 10% from carbohydrates. That means you'll see a lot of butter, olive oil, nuts, meats, cheeses, eggs, and green, leafy vegetables on a keto meal plan. Foods like bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, and most fruits are strictly limited or off. But why would anyone go through all this trouble just to avoid bread? Well, for some people, the keto diet offers rapid weight loss, at least initially. When you drastically lower your carb intake, your body loses a lot of water weight, and the high-fat intake can help you feel fuller for longer, so you're less likely to snack between meals. Some people on keto also report higher mental clarity and steadier energy levels, possibly due to the way ketones fuel the brain. However, keto isn't without controversy. Nutritionists often debate whether it's healthy to eat so much fat, especially saturated fat, over the long term. There's also something called the keto flu, a cluster of symptoms including headache, fatigue, irritability, and brain fog that some people experience in the first few days of going keto, as the body adjusts to its new metabolic state. Not everyone experiences it, but it's common enough to earn its own nickname. Long-term health effects are still being studied. While some clinical research shows benefits for weight management and even certain neurological conditions, other studies raise concerns about possible nutrient deficiencies and impacts on cholesterol and heart health. The diet can be especially tricky for people with liver or kidney issues, and it's definitely not for everyone. It's also hard to stick with. Most people find that social events, travel, and even just grocery shopping become a little more complicated when you're counting every carb. There are a few myths floating around as well. Some think keto just means a free pass to eat unlimited bacon and cheese. In reality, successful keto requires planning and a focus on healthy fats like avocado and olive oil, not just processed meats and cream. In the end, keto is more than a fad. It's a specific metabolic state that can have real, measurable effects on your body. While it might be the right choice for some, especially under medical supervision, it's not a magic solution for everyone. Like any diet, it's important to weigh the pros and cons. Listen to your body, and, when in doubt, have a conversation with a nutritionist or your doctor. For now, at least, keto is one more tool in our ever-expanding toolbox of eating styles, a high, low-carb experiment that continues to fascinate scientists, doctors, and dieters alike.